ladies and gentlemen, and welcome once again to the CD Racoola Show. Today's show will be taking a look at the 2022 film Megan. Before we dance and slaughter our way through this episode of the CD Racoola Show, if you guys could maybe tap that subscribe button, I would be in an absolute tizzy of joy. A tizzy, I say. So I don't feel like this film really breaks any molds as far as the story goes. I mean, artificial intelligence, capable robot, whom is a children's toy, becomes self-aware and then gets a little bit naughty. Do you guys remember the film Small Soldiers? That's what it reminded me of, kind of a more violent Small Soldiers. You know, Terminator is another one, even though I don't think you can consider one of these beasts a children's toy by any stretch of the imagination. Artificial intelligence and robots really used to be something we could only imagine, but every single day we get closer and closer to a future with AI robots. So it only makes sense that we should get more and more horror films playing on many people's fear of technology taking over mankind. I mean, let's be honest, it could certainly happen, like it's a viable fear. So it's definitely fun to play with, and it certainly isn't stopping us from pushing those boundaries of what we should or shouldn't explore, you know. Where I think this film differentiates itself from other robots gone bad films is that Megan, and that's Megan spelled with a 3 in lieu of the E, is that Megan looks like a young girl's doll and has some serious attitude to boot. She doesn't seem like a doll at all, or a robot rather at all. Where I think this film works as a horror movie is that she almost seems like a possessed Chucky-type doll than a robot, you know, with her personality and just the general way she goes about her business throughout this film. Megan even adds some dark comedic moments in the movie. I thought that was fun. So even though the movie could definitely be construed as overplayed with the deadly robot theme that we've seen time and time again, I think it added enough of its own flavor and enough personality that it was not only a good horror film, but it was just plain old simple fun to watch. The Megan robot doll get more and more out of control as the film wound on. That was fun to me. Akela Cooper wrote this film. Oh, by the way, Akela is certainly no stranger to horror, having written Hellfest, Malignant, and The Nun 2. I did a review of Malignant, actually, if you guys want to check that out. Only if you have the time, though. I need to do a review of the original Nun film. I really do. In fact, let me jot myself a little note here to review that film. Then I'll get back to Megan. I promise. I promise. Just relax. Note to self. Review the film The Nun and fill the hose in the front yard. Keep getting those really weird holes just popping up. I don't know. They're coming out of nowhere. Anywho, back to Megan here. The cast of this film saw Violet McGraw as Katie. She will be reprising that role in, guess what? The sequel, Megan 2.0, that is coming out as I'm making this video next month, so that should be fun. I'm so pumped for Megan 2.0. The marketing for that film has been totally awesome, you have to admit that. Allison Williams, also in this film, as Gemma, the creator of the Megan robot. And Allison will be in Megan 2.0 as well. Allison is a new age scream queen, getting her start in the film Get Out. The ending of this film certainly left the door open for Megan 2.0. I won't spoil that for you if you haven't seen it. Keep a close eye for what happens at the end of this film, though. All in all, we may have seen this song and dance of the robots before, but I think this film was unique. And it's going to get some pretty decent marks on my old scarometer. It did have some really creepy elements, you have to admit that. Megan running on all fours through the woods after that young boy. I would like to thank you guys for joining me here on the CD Racoola show. If you or your robot butler or whatever could hit that subscribe button, I'd be totally stoked, bro. And don't you want to get me stoked? If so, hit that button, dude. Please join me next episode of this show when I do a special episode all about that abomination known only as Dracula. The episode being labeled Dracula is a jerk, and he is a jerk. Should be a fun episode of this show. Till next time, my little bloodbags out there in YouTube land. When they start coming out with all these smart robots that will clean your house and fold your laundry for you, I urge you to remember the consequences we see from all these horror films. And get up off your lazy buns and do it yourself. We don't need no stinking robots. Ta-ta, my dears. Ta-ta.